Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at rank 4 6-star Spider-Gwen, and I have been looking forward to making this video for quite a while. So in case you also have some interesting rank ups or some crazy gameplay showcases that you wish for me to share on my channel, then definitely click on the link in the video description. Check out Ebony, try it out for free, and enter your username, enter your email, create an account, and then message me through Ebony. It's also an excellent way how to send me all of these files. Right, all that being said, let's take a look at what Spider-Gwen has to offer. Now, I do have quite a few clips here, and first one is going to be a Spider-Gwen against Realm of Legends Wolverine and her heal reversal abilities. I know a lot of people don't quite know that, but her level 2 actually can completely reverse opponent's healing as well. Now, she's definitely not the best heal reverse champion. It's not the best quality Spider-Gwen has. My personal favorite thing about Spider-Gwen definitely would be that level 1 underweight. And now that she can start fully ramped up with Penny Parker synergy, you know, obviously that's even better. And here we can see that all that region is basically damaging Wolverine. Now, you do not have 100% uptime on that heal reversal, and it would be silly if you did, because that heal reversal comes together with a stun, basically. Here, I think he made a mistake and went for level 1 when perhaps he didn't mean to. Or maybe he did to get the 6th charge on Spider-Gwen, which you typically can only get to 5. And obviously, having Wolverine underweighted, I don't know. It actually doesn't do much in this fight, does it? It just prevents him from getting to level 2 instead of level 1. But here we can see that most of that health completely flew out of that Wolvie. Now he's getting back to regenning to half, so it is a bit of a struggle. There are obviously better heal reverse options, but at the same time we can take a look at some very nice numbers there on 25k heavy crits, for instance. Now Spider-Gwen is not the hardest hitting champion in the game, but I do think her damage is somewhat underrated, especially in combination with her access to slow, underweight, and effects of similar nature. So now the fight is soon to come to an end. 42k crit, not too bad. Another, that are some very decent numbers. Right, so let's check out Spider-Gwen against 625 Mordo. And this is a champion that has been a nightmare for quite a few of you, judging by the questions that I get asked on streams and an overall tone there. So we can see that Mordo is slowed and underweighted. That means he doesn't get any power from combat. And because of slow, you can parry stun him and punish him, and then you can just spam your heavy attacks, get rid of all of your do not go gentle charges. Now you do need to be careful with Spider-Gwen, because at times the heavy attack pushes you too far back, and because of that unblockable, that special attack being unblockable, obviously Spider-Gwen has the auto evade too, and that Mordo went down like a little sissy pants. Look at that. That's a sissy 625 Mordo. At least a rank for Spider-Gwen it is anyways. Right, let's check it out. 636 cap. Another one of the most hated bosses in the game. Another champion that I have had a lot of people ask for counters. And I must admit, I typically do not list Spider-Gwen as the best counter for this guy. But we're going to see how he works out here. How she works out. I don't think I have ever seen before this fight done with Spider-Gwen. But let's take a look. So now he drops a level 1. He's underweighted, sweet. Is he going to try and go for slow as well? He's just going to be spamming the level 1s here, isn't he? Or is he going to be trying to spam the level 1s anyways? So, underweight's back on. Very well. So he reaches 1 bar of power. Slowed. And he's just spamming his heavy attack. 40k there, not bad. So I think now he needs to bait out that level 2, yes. And now he's not going to use any more special attacks in this fight. So let's see whether he can finish this fight out. He needs to go for level 1 pretty much immediately, and he cannot allow this cap gain much more power, because as soon as obviously he reaches 3 bars of power, he's gonna drop level 3. So can Spider-Gwen finish this off? Well, so far so good. Just need to wait out destructive feedback. This is actually very, very tense. Well, I think regardless whether she finishes the fight off or not, definitely she has proved that she's a good option. And that was close. That was a razor close finish. I do think that if you were doing this fight with rank 3, you'd be short. But hey, that's kind of cool. I did not actually, for a moment, I didn't think that Spider-Gwen is gonna get the solo, but hey, fair play. Okay, let's go on to the next clip. Oh, there we go. Now we have Magneto, House of X. This is a 7.22 boss. I do not remember all the nodes exactly there, but damage seems to be virtually non-existent. However, seems to be some prowess thing going on. So what is this node with the prowesses? There is some sort of major protection. Really don't remember this fight. Doesn't seem to be getting too lucky with the end rewaits though. Obviously auto evade for all of those unblockable special attacks. For those of you who do not know, then Spider-Gwen was kind of like original Miles 1.0, except where Miles has a guaranteed miss chance, then Spider-Gwen basically, once ramped up, has a guaranteed evade chance against unblockable attacks if you are not blocking. That's quite an important distinction there. Ooh, that was a nice level 2 there with some prowess effects. Now he just goes in to spam heavy attacks. A slight whoopsie there, not the biggest problem. I genuinely am blanking on this fight though. I do not remember this boss. But hey, fair play. Fair play. So basically, basic hits do virtually no damage, and then special attacks can do some significant amounts. Unfortunately, no crit here. So he's gonna start spamming heavy attacks to quickly try and regain some power. What is this fight though? Oh, I guess that is exactly what I mean when I say that Act 7 has not made a long-lasting impression in my head. But here we can see that Magneto House of X is at the very least nearly down. I wish I knew what nodes are these. Either way, here we go. Now we have 725 and Nihilist. That should be quite interesting. So 725, the nodes here: buff synthesis, cruelty, precision, and combo party. And let's see. Obviously, Spider-Gwen does have access to slow, and he very quickly lands that heavy attack on a Nihilist, which means that the fight is pretty much under control at this point, where you can just parry the guy, keep dropping your specials, and it's happy days. Especially because if the special attacks are unblockable, then you have absolutely nothing to worry. All of that is getting auto-evaded. And look at that, that's like 14k mediums as well. That is a lot of damage for Spider-Gwen, I think, given also the fact that she has quite good crit rate. Also, granted, combo party, I assume, is helping the situation here. And again, I do think Spider-Gwen has the coolest stunning game, because it has like 3 effects. It stuns the opponents, it prevents them from gaining any power, I think, and then on top of that, it reverses the regeneration, which is... I was hoping we would see more champions with that ability once she got her buff, but we haven't seen a single one since. Yeah, that analysis was a mincemeat. And now we're going to go up against Guardian, buff synthesis. Sure, why not? And let's see what happens here against this Guardian. He should still be able to auto-block her, shouldn't he? Yes. So, take a look at that. If he gets any charges, obviously. So Here he's pushing him to level 2, so he doesn't get those temp charges. There's a steadfast buff. Wonderful. And since the special attacks are unblockable here, again, he has absolutely nothing to worry. All of that gets auto-evaded. I think he's probably going to go for level 3 here, isn't he? Because of Guardian's auto-blockability. Yeah, that makes most sense. And 1 second. Yeah, there we go. So now that level 3, he has activated his Hunter Spider sense? Yeah, Hunter Spider mode, where he deals extra burst damage and basic attacks. I really wish she had a better way, aside from level 3, to activate that mode. I know there is a synergy as well with one of the newer champions that lets her start the fight with that mode active. But I do think it's such an underutilized ability. It would have been really cool if she had access to that mode outside of a special 3. I do think it's kind of like a wasted opportunity on the character. Obviously, still good to have it and better to have that than, you know, don't have anything at all. And quite sweet. So I like that you can, if you know your opponent's special attacks are going to be unblockable, you can just spam heavy attacks, and then if they don't throw a special attack, they will eat a heavy attack. If they throw a special attack, you're going to automatically evade it. So, you know, it's still perfectly safe there. So let's see. This is 725, Mr. Fantastic. All right, fair play. Is it though? Yeah, there we go. 725, Mr. Fantastic. Oh, that's the same set of buffs, I think. So we can take a look at the next one. Is going to be 731, Red Magneto. Let's see what he does there. And here, obviously, again, slow completely shuts down Mr. Fantastic. So it's going to be pretty much the same mode here. You just go for your Ender weights. He gains hardly any power. And then go for level 2s for some more neat damage. Obviously, against Mr. Fantastic, your special attack damage is quite significantly reduced, but nonetheless, 29k heavies though. That's quite sweet there. I don't mind that at all. Okay, let's check out after this one. We still have quite a few. Ooh, revenge for Kabam Mike's Revenge. I think that is definitely something that we need to check out. That is going to be Spider-Gwen against Collector. That should be a quite quick work there. So let's, so he activated 2 of his level 2s in a row, so he got his persistent charge there. Okay, so this ought to be Spider-Gwen against Collector that you have to fight to become uncollected. And that was like one of the, well, her buff, I believe, came after Collector fight was out, but as soon as she was buffed, she was basically one of the best options for this fight. And for reasons that you're going to see in a second. So he's going to go for special attack here in a second. This one is not unblockable yet, so, you know, no problem still. It gets that Bane transfer, sweet. Bane's obviously putting in work, and at this point, his special attacks ought to be unblockable already. But obviously, Spider-Gwen doesn't care about it at all. However, she does care about that unstoppable until she lands the heavy attack. But still, that is probably a very, very satisfying revenge there. Okay, so Footloose Chavez. Sure, why not? Let's take a look at that. There are some very interesting fights. So we have this no surrender node here as well. And let's see how Chavez gets absolutely lady handled, spider handled. I think spider handled is the term I'm gonna go with here. By Gwen right here. So negative zone obviously means that if Chavez gets to level 2, her special attacks are going to be unblockable. And yet again, obviously, it's not really an issue for Spider-Gwen because you just get in your auto evades then for any and all unblockable special attacks. And here at this point, we can see that end weights are basically keeping this fight very simple. So this might be a good option in future as well for Battlegrounds, for example, where if you need a great Chavez counter, then you're going to know that it's Spider-Gwen because you can limit her power gain. And even if she does get 2 bars of power, and that special attack is unblockable. Obviously, Spider-Gwen can automatically evade that. Now we have 745 Dragon Man Cheese Lane. Let's see that cheese on the Dragon Man here. I think this is probably going to have something to do with her level 2 stuns. Quite sure. Because her debuff duration is going to be increased for each paradox charge, I think. And she gains paradox charges whenever either champion activates special attack or something like that. And then obviously by extension, if her stun debuff gets increased duration, you know, it's quite happy days then. Come on, use that special attack. I know where this is going, so use that special. Okay, so here he does. Perfect. We can see how long that slow now is in comparison. You can try to build up to nearly 3 bars of power, I think. Gets another paradox charge. We're betting on that special. Sweet. Oh, come on. I'm gonna go for level 3 there. So there's 5 paradox charges. Goes for level 3. We're gonna quickly fast forward that. That puts him at 3 paradox charges. I think 4. And now that end rate obviously as well with increased duration, consistent recharges. Come on. Well, I don't think this was overly cheesy, but definitely well handled fight though. Without a doubt, very good matchup here for this lane in particular. I do think that this next fight, however, is going to get a bit cheesy. She starts now with 4 paradox charges and significantly increased debuff duration, which means that she's probably going to be able to completely stun lock this Rocket Raccoon. Just want to bait out a couple more special attacks and then go for level 2 and then job's done. Or not. Okay, so here we go. Super long end wait here. Come on, use that special, you stupid trash panda. End wait like nobody's business. And yeah, at this point, there's hardly any point in throwing that special. 41k, and yeah, obviously finish it up. Gonna be vision, and it's gonna be pretty much the same story. Okay, let's check out 734 Mangog fight, and then we're gonna have some unblockable Elsa and Ebony Maw. I think that should be quite interesting. Now this is a fairly jacked Mangog, 194 KPI, so not to be messed with. And let's see. I think I remember this one where basically you do very little damage unless you're unstoppable, I think. Oh no, you do extra damage if you are unstoppable. Simple as that. You do normal damage if you're not unstoppable. So he's gonna go here for heavy punish. Sweet. Gains a fury because he's unstoppable now. Goes for Enderweight. And obviously the biggest worry about Mangog is that nasty level 2, in which in this case it doesn't really mean much, does it now? And the slow helps Spider-Gwen deal with that unstoppable that he gets from getting enraged, and Hakuna Matata, really. He's teasing that Mangog by dashing in on purpose mid-special attack just to get closer to him. Must be infuriating when a little spider person stands in your way and you just can't connect your hits there. And that Mangog is slowly but surely absolutely getting wrecked. And again, punish that special attack with a heavy, why not? So you're gonna go for level 3 here. Possibly, probably. And yeah, the level 3 is gonna activate the Hunter Spider mode sense charge thing. I don't know 100% how that ability is called. But Hunter Spider is on the menu nonetheless. So now he's going to be dealing a burst of damage every time he connects a hit, which is a quite significant burst of damage, as we can see. And that MCOC is being absolutely melted here. And thanks to willpower healing, it's quite likely that he can finish this at full yellow bar as well. That's quite neat. Just a wait. You do need to get used to not blocking with Spider-Gwen though. That's one thing you definitely kind of need to get used to. Ooh. Whiffed that heavy attack. Shameful. Alright though, 20k mediums, that's quite nice. And now what we have, let's go up against unblockable Ebony Maw. That should be quite interesting. So we have counter tactics, release wave, foresight. Oh, thanks to foresight, we're definitely gonna get some very good numbers in here. And Ebony Maw is always a pain as well. So he gets in an intercept from the get-go, which means that he already has 200% fury. Ooh, Spider-Gwen is capable of punishing Ebony's Maw's heavy with her own. That's quite nice. Now, you do need to suffer through that one degen with vast majority of the champions against Maw. But here we are. Doesn't go for heavy retaliation. However, nice big fat level 2 there. And now just a heavy attack spam. He chooses to go for level 2, and that gets automatically evaded. That counts as an intercept. 38k level 1. Maw goes for that level 1, but again, complete auto evades for the win. And that Ebony Maw is about to get wrecked. Kind of want to maybe rank my Spider-Gwen up now as well. To rank 3. I think that's reasonable. We have Vivified Unblockable Tiger. This should also be quite interesting, because Tiger's specials go unblockable, so Spider-Gwen should be basically impossible to get caught by these. And Vivified is actually also a very specific node that only a few champions kind of like really counter well. Come on, Tiger. Use that special. This is kind of funny though. This is definitely somehow this seems wrong. Somehow this fight seems very, very wrong, in a sense that there is too little, I don't know, attention, care given to evading opponent's special attacks. All of that's happening automatically. Now we have the Enderweight Suite. Goes for that. Just stand and stare at Tigra. Oh no, he got tagged. He got carried away with that auto away there, I think. It's a nice 30k special. And again, I don't know, I find it quite amusing in these animations when, you know, there's a long special attack and she just stands there and then evades everything. Either way, I think this is going to be an appropriate moment where to finish off this fight as well, and this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do, because I know I did. And again, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you have some gameplay and interesting rank ups that you want to showcase yourselves on my channel, check out Ebizone, tap on, try it for free, enter your username, email, register, and reach out to me. Email by which you can find me on Ebizone is also in the video description. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you soon. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the